Welcome to the podcast. This is Big Reptile Talk. We got Reptile TikTok star herself, Summer Snakes, and her forever, Mr. Cody himself. How you doing today, sir?
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Dan said longest intro ever. That's all right. What's up, CSL? Today, man, we're just gonna talk snakes and have fun with it. I've been trying to get you on for a while, so I got questions for both of y'all. Let's do this, man. So, currently right now, how many animals do y'all have right now collectively?
Oh God.
I, honestly,
Well, I think it was around like 30.
yeah, 30, 35 maybe.
Probably around that range.
30, 35. Okay. How long have y'all like been in the reptile hobby? When did y'all just, this is it. I love snakes. I love reptiles. This is what I want to do. When did y'all get into the hobby?
31st.
So I got into snakes when I was really young, but keeping wise, 2009 was when I got well, I had like a rat snake within like 2003 or whatever. So that counts. 2009 when I started getting like heavily into snakes.
Okay. I like that, man. I've been in the game for a long time too. Now, um, do you do any breeding?
I did a long time ago. I read some retics. I was one of those guys that wanted to be like the next big retic breeder, uh, but then I realized it just wasn't for me. There was just
Okay.
way too many, too big. Uh, then I kind of stepped away from snakes for a while. I met Summer, and then we got hit up with some other snakes, and we got back into it really good, or really heavy, and yeah.
Okay. I like that. Now I got a few hot seat questions just to kind of have a little fun with it. So I'm gonna give you a hot seat question, and this is for both of y'all. Who is your current favorite breeder? And that's with any snake out there.
Maybe Cody Bartolini.
Okay.
He bred black mambas, which I think is crazy.
I don't think I'm too deep into keeping up with figures. I don't think I really have them.
Okay. So I know you have a lot of stuff now. What was your first snake? And this for both of y'all. Cody, what was your first snake? Summer, what was your first snake?
It was a rat snake in 2003 or two.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Mine was a purple tip. Um, what was it? I think it's 2018. That's what my first name. That's what
Okay, so a purple retic and a rat snake. Okay, I like that. Now this is for both of y'all. What is your current favorite snake?
Without a doubt, one of my king cobras, all three of them.
my
Okay,
favorite would be the purple retic, just because I raised it up from like November when we got it too young. So that's kind of what happened.
okay.
Yeah.
I like that. Now, Summer, this is a hot seat question for you. You real big on the TikTok side. Um, how do we get Summer Snakes to follow us back on TikTok? Now, this it's been a rumor that it's almost like Saw. You put 20 people in a room, and the first person, the last person alive, you'll follow them back. Is that true?
I honestly didn't know. I'll go follow you. I didn't even know you had a TikTok.
Okay. That was just a hot seat. So we're gonna get Summer Snakes to follow us now. Talk to me about some of the venomous snakes y'all have.
Yeah, we have monocles, we have some spitting cobras, we have three king cobras, some rattlesnakes, mamba, baboon viper, rhino viper. We have a squirrel. We have a bushmaster. Just got that the other day. Love that snake. We have a few. A decent variety.
Man, that's awesome. That is awesome. Now, Summer, this is for you. Like having almost 600,000 followers on TikTok. How does that make you feel? I'm not gonna lie. If I had 20,000 followers on TikTok, I'm not taking out the trash no more. I'm famous.
Honestly, it doesn't seem real. That like that many people want to follow me because I don't feel like my life's that interesting. I don't know. It's kind of like a surreal kind of thing that many people are interested in the snakes that we keep.
Right. Dan's Wild World, the big homie Dan said, y'all a couple goals, 1,000, a 1,000.
I love Dan. He's one
Um,
of my favorite people I met in the hobby so far.
oh yeah, for sure. He's definitely good peoples. Now, this for both of y'all, this is a hot seat question. First, Cody, I ask you, who is one of your favorite venomous handlers?
Dan Nunley, without a doubt.
Dan
Yeah.
Nunley.
Agreed.
I like that. Okay, Dan's cool people. I like that. Now, so having some, 30 plus snakes, I gotta ask you, frozen, thawed, or live?
Frozen thawed when I can. I have some snakes that only eat live, unfortunately. So that just means that one, every time we feed, they're all frozen thawed for the most part.
Right. Now, I'm curious, having 30 plus snakes, do you feel like you need to breed your own rats, or do you just kind of just go out and buy what you need to do feedings?
Uh, Thankfully, we're not doing too bad income wise, so I'm able to just buy rats when I need. But I can never breed. They're just way too much work. I hate rats.
Right. I thought about breeding rats, but I'm just like, I said, hell no. My wife's like, you spending 60, $70 every 2 weeks on rats. You need to start breeding. And I tried it for a week. I said, oh no, it smells terrible in here.
Same, same. I tried it. I'm gonna breed rabbits too for all the retics, and I couldn't do it. I get like a month in. I'm like, this is dumb. This sucks. They're eating each other too. I'm doing it completely wrong. I had no idea what I was doing, and it's just way easier to buy online. They ship them to your door, throw in the freezer.
Right. I like that. Now, I've been in the hobby for a little. I ain't really been in the hobby that long, but I do have one venomous snake. I have a copperhead. Now, I had to get prepared for that. I had to do a lot of training. It wasn't just go out buy it, And I'm saying that because I want y'all to talk to me about, um, how much training do you think is required when owning venomous snakes?
That's more your question. Venomous is more of
As much as you can get. So I was mentored in 2010. So I was keeping snakes about a year, and I met this guy like an hour away from me. He's no longer around anymore, but he let me work with his collection. I did it completely wrong. He let me basically walk in first day and handle whatever I wanted to. I could handle basically anything but the mambas. Um, but if you have someone that knows what they're doing, like as much experience as you can get until like really they feel you're comfortable with it. Like there's no really good starter venomous snake. Like I can't think of any non-venomous snake that's going to help you with a cobra or anything like that, other than just doing it. But if you can get hands on with someone else's collection, like 100%, that's the best way to do it.
Right. So you feel like there's no if somebody came up to you right now and was like, "What's the best beginner venomous?" There isn't one. You were like, no, there isn't one.
I mean, not really. I mean, something native like a copperhead would be, the worst case, if you do get bit, there's antivenom, you know, should be at your local hospital or relatively close. But it's going to be a really expensive bill, regardless, if it's a native or an exotic. Uh, but definitely don't get bit by an exotic, of course. But yeah, I would say it's not really a good starter benefits.
Right. Well, I'm flashing comments for y'all too because people are here. Scarlett said hi, Summer and Cody.
Hi, Scarlett.
Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't been in the hobby that long, but I love animals, and I've always kind of had the mentality that my Pac-Man frog is croaking. I've kind of always had the mentality that certain animals are they're out of reach, unless you got that Michael Jackson money, where you can go out and buy a giraffe. But when I got into the reptile hobby, I was like, shit, people is really buying whatever they want. And I noticed that y'all have an anaconda. How hard is it to get an anaconda? And price range, what do they range?
But,
I don't know actually how readily available they are. I know they're pricey, but
but not too bad. You can pick one up some $1,000 if you probably at a show.
that's pretty good.
They're not super common at shows, I'd say. But I mean, you can get one if you want them. Technically, we can't own any more anacondas in Arkansas. They passed a law, so what we have now is all we can get. So they kind of banned anacondas and retics for forever. Yeah.
Right. What state are y'all in? And I asked that because how are the laws where y'all are?
So we're in Arkansas, and we are one of 8 people that are permitted for venomous snakes in Arkansas. It used to be keep whatever you wanted to. It didn't matter what it was or whatever. But as of July, they passed some new laws, and so now we have an escape-proof room, which we already had. Just some things that we already had, and yeah, our game and fish had to come, and they inspected the room and made sure all of our labels were right and all that jazz. But yeah, we're one of 8 in Arkansas so far.
So you're telling me in Arkansas, it's only 8 people in the whole state that's allowed to keep venomous.
That's permitted as of right now. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's probably some legal keepers, but
But the state knows about it.
yeah, but right now there's 8 that the state is aware of.
Fuck that. I'm never moving to Arkansas. Fuck that. Now, I'm gonna throw you a hot seat question, man, just to kind of have a little fun with it. Um, I don't know what y'all do for work, and that's none of my business. But if there was only one job in the world, I want you to pick one of these places, and I'm gonna start with you first, Summer. If there was only one job in the world, and it was to work with Brian Barczyk at his Reptarium, Jay Brewer at his shop, or Nerd, where you going?
Right, like it.
Okay, I like that answer. I know Brian Barczyk. He's good people. He's good people.
Yeah.
Okay, I love that answer. I love what they're doing at the Reptarium. Now, your turn, Cody. If there was only one job in the world, where you going?
I'm gonna be Kevin just because he has King Cobras. Jay and Brian, they don't keep venomous at the moment, so I'd go definitely to Kevin, just so I can handle a little.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say, just so you
okay.
could think of it.
Okay, I like that answer. I've had both of them on before. I love that answer. Now I want to talk about, because I have currently like maybe 8 or 9 animals, and it takes a lot of cleaning, a lot of maintenance. I have big, huge vision cages. Nothing against tubs or anything, but I love big old vision cages, big old venom-proof cages. And it takes a lot of cleaning and maintenance. These animals, you need to make sure that you're giving them fresh water, keeping that humidity up, making sure the poop's out of the cage. I want to talk and just say, so how much time do you think is just spent, you know, day to day cleaning 30, how much time do y'all put into y'all cages?
So today was a good 2 hours. It was one of those days where I took out all the stuff straight. Like most days we do like spot cleaning, but today was one of those days where we like redid all the stuff straight, water bowls, things like that. That took a good few hours.
Right. Okay. Um, Now, Summer, this is more so for you. How is it, being a woman is such a male dominated, hobby? How has it been for you coming up and just, talk to me about just being a woman in a hobby. What has been some of your experiences? Do you feel like you've been welcomed with open arms? Have you met a couple douchebags? Talk about being a woman in a hobby.
I feel like I'm thankful for I have not had any bad experiences so far. Maybe on TikTok, there's been a few bad experiences, but I mean, those are usually just people that I don't know, so I don't really take their opinion to heart. So far, though, I've only been in like the hobby for Well, honestly, I've only been in like the community so far within the past year, meeting all these people. TikTok helped me meet all these people that were friends with like Dan and everyone. So I haven't yet encountered any major issues. I don't know in the future about them, so I hope not. But I feel like I've had a pretty decent experience so far.
Right, right, right. I love that. I love that. Now, this is for both y'all. Like, do you have any future acquisitions? Do you have your eyes on just, what are you looking at right now that you want to add to the collection?
Maybe yeah, picking up a
Hey,
tree.
hey, hold on, Cody. I don't want to interrupt you. I don't want to interrupt you, but I want you to know that woman loves you. Did you see that look? Baby, answer that.
I knew what he was gonna say. So.
Yeah, picking up a trio of the snakes too. It's an Australian Olympic. They're pretty dope snakes. There's not many in the States right now that I'm aware of. And super blessed to be able to pick up this trio that I've been looking forward to for a while.
Okay, okay. I love that. I love that. I want to talk to you, because being in the reptile hobby, you're gonna get bit. It's a part of the game. You cannot own snakes if you're scared of getting bit. So, this is for both of y'all. I want to know, what's the worst bite you ever took, and have you ever had a dry bite, or like, from one of your venomous snakes, like a dry bite?
I've never actually been bit by a snake. Um, one of our carpet pythons, but I just did it just to see how it felt because I was anticipating always getting bit by like the non-venomous. So I wanted to know how it felt, so I would be so scared. But I actually haven't been bit by anything. Technically.
Okay. What's the worst bite you ever took, Cody?
So I took a green anaconda bite to my nipple one time. That really hurt. Like it really hurt. I pulled it, lots of tooth in it. I had a 12-foot wild caught retip, and it bit me in the face. And then I took a dry bite from a mongrel cobra in 2012. Didn't venomate me. I was scared to death. I thought I was dead. But I lucked out, and that was my last bite, period. I've taken a bite since 2012. I'm super cautious with what I do, but I still free handle. But then I'm cautious.
This man said he took a green mamba bite to the nipple.
Anaconda.
Oh, anaconda. I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. I was going to say shit.
Yeah, she was about 9 foot, and it hurt so bad.
Green anaconda bite on the nipple. Man, my nipple's sore now. See what you did, Cody?
Yeah.
That is crazy. That is crazy. Now, are y'all on YouTube, or really just kind of right now focusing on Instagram and TikTok?
I do have a channel, but we only have one video up right now. Hoping to put more up, but it's kind of hard to get through with like video right now when you have like a regular 8 to 5 job. So I'm trying to get better at it though.
Okay, okay. Well, you gotta bring that talent to YouTube. You Michael Jordan right now over on TikTok, and see, when Michael Jordan became the best in basketball, he took them talents to baseball. So see, your baseball is gonna be YouTube. You gotta bring that talent over here so we can watch them daily videos. I love it. I love it. All right, so I gotta put you in the hot seat, Cody, man. So of course, we all have done it. We all have creeped Summer social media. She has a lot of hair color choices. So I gotta put you in the hot seat, Cody. What was your favorite hair color that Summer dyed her hair? Yeah, all eyes on you.
Oh, yeah, so I love her being blonde. Blonde might be my favorite, but when she, when she did red, she did red, and like the first like 2 weeks of her being red, like it was so freaking hot, and then it faded like really bad with her, but like it was super hot. Probably red. And then she did purple too.
Never do that
Purple
color
was
again.
super dope. Yeah, I had like probably the red though. The blue was cool, but blonde's my favorite.
Okay, you like the blonde. Okay, I like that. I like the good. Hey,
But then like
good
look,
answer.
red and lingerie
Oh my
was
god.
like the coolest thing ever. So yeah, make it
Cole,
red.
Cole, I'm gonna give you some advice, brother. When this stream is over, you're gonna get in trouble. See, whenever somebody asks you What color did you like of your girl's hair? You supposed to say, brother, I liked them all.
Oh, yeah.
You on it? You about to be on it? You on it? You about to be in that doghouse, brother. Now, now, Summer, this is a question for you. Um, Give us some advice. Some advice. What's the best advice you can give for someone wanting to grow on TikTok?
Honestly, stay consistent with the content is what I've learned. Because I can't stray away from snake content. People won't be invested. So you kind of have to like set a standard for what your account's going to be about. And honestly, that I feel like that creates better engagement. So people know what to expect when it comes. So they'll always go back to your account.
Right? So just be consistent. If you're going to do snake stuff, keep putting out snake stuff to keep your fans interested. Okay, that's good advice. That's kind of the same advice on YouTube. Just be consistent. If you're going to
Mhm.
be, if the snake hobby is your niche, just keep going with that. So I like that answer. Now, this is going to be a question for both of y'all. Now, and I'll start with you, Cody. So when I used to play Halo, you know, we had a term for the new people. We called them noobs. Oh, I'm finna kill you. You're a noob. I'm finna shoot the shit out of you. You know what I mean? So we use that same term in the reptile, community. Oh, you're new. You're new. No, not necessarily new, but you know, you're a noob. So what's some of the best advice you can give for the noobs or the new reptile keepers that's coming in the game and want to just follow in y'all footsteps? Give new keeper best advice.
Definitely make use of these forums that we have, like some Facebook groups. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Um, Kind of like the biggest thing. Don't let it. And it's like so when you ask questions, you're going to filter through quite a bit of advice. It's going to be the good advice, and be really bad advice. Um, that'd be the hardest part of whatever. It's like trying to filter through you should actually listen to. But every group's going to have like a really knowledgeable person that hopefully is introduced. Um, yeah, I mean, really ask questions. Don't be afraid. Make friends.
Okay.
Don't be a dude.
Okay. I love that. I love that. Summer Snakes, what's some of your advice for some of the new people that's coming into the hobby? Give us some.
Definitely don't get discouraged because you will come across people that suck at everything. But I think that because I feel like we're all learning. I mean, obviously there's gonna be more people that are more knowledgeable than others, but I just feel like the approach matters. So just don't get discouraged if you come across someone that is really rude, and definitely cross-reference a lot of things you are researching because there is a lot of different information on different species or how different people like keep. So cross-reference a lot.
Right, right, right. Now, when you are buying snakes, how do y'all like to buy y'all snakes? Do you go to personal keepers? Hey, Richie Vachesov, much love to you, brother. Um, I'm gonna give you an unpopular opinion, and I'm gonna tell you I'm probably gonna get shit on for this opinion. I don't care, but you know, I love being able to do the hand-to-hand transactions with other snake breeders. A lot of people in the hobby, they prefer to sell their snakes on Morph Market, which is cool. I love that. If you're a big breeder like Ozzy and you're selling snakes on Morph Market, great, do that because I probably can't afford the snakes anyway. But I feel like a lot of us younger breeders or new breeders, we get on Morph Market and we try and do a lot of sales, but I want to see more of that hand to hand that just that interaction between people. So I guess what I'm saying is just how do y'all do reptile expos? Where do y'all get y'all snakes at?
So majority of my snakes I've gotten from people that I know, that I trust, um, or like some of the breeders that I go to expos or whatever that I know what I want. There are people that I know already. It's pretty rare for me to buy a snake from someone if I don't know them already. Uh, but I mean, some of the things I'm looking for are like this specific type of snake, and usually I know someone with it already, and I'll just
Right.
offer them. Give it
Like I said, I just love that. I love that. I never wanted the hobby to turn into like fast food where you click a button and somebody ships you a snake. You never even meet them. Like when I bring my son into the hobby, we're never using a morph market. I'm going to take him to that reptile expo to where he can shake somebody's hand. If he likes Justin Kabelka, we're going to go see Justin Kabelka at Tinley. We're going to shake his hand and ask him what's his cheapest snake. You know what I mean? I love those hand to hand, face to face connections. And like I said, if you're a breeder and you use a morph market, I don't knock you, but I want to see more of that hand to hand. Shout out to Richie's Recesses. He said he built a great connection with a local guy. You trust him, he's your mentor. That's awesome. I love that. Now, Summer Snakes, I got a hot seat question for you, man. So I feel like you're an icon. You're icon. You're doing amazing stuff. And see, I made you blush. But now you're doing just amazing stuff on TikTok. You almost have 600,000 followers. Now I want to say, Lord forbid if something was to ever happen to you, but if it did, and we were trying to make a movie about summer snakes, who's playing you and why? Anybody in the world?
Just anyone in the world like playing me as a character in like a movie, like
in the movie. Yep. Who is going to be casted to be summer snakes? Anybody?
I don't know. I really don't know. I'm seriously thinking though. I don't.
Anakin.
Anaconda?
Yeah.
I was trying to think of someone more like snake oriented, but I mean, I really don't know. But I guess we'll go with snake because I would never actually have thought about that.
Any actor you said you don't know? Okay, well fine. You play yourself. You ain't going nowhere. You're gonna be yourself in the movie, and that's cool. You said
Dan said he could play me. Honestly, he could put on the wig and put on a skirt, dance with a big reach. He could do it.
Now, y'all been a couple for how long? I'm just curious. How long have y'all been together?
About 7 years in October.
7 years. Now, being in the reptile hobby, Dan said Anna Kendrick 100%. Scarlett said someone like Emma Stone or Anna Kendrick. London Wayne said she plays herself. And Dan said he could play Summer. Now, with y'all being together so long, have either one of y'all just surprised each other with a new snake? Like hey, I was thinking about you, I went and bought you a new snake.
Yeah, I bought her snakes for like holidays. She's never bought me a snake though.
What? It's usually readily available. When you bought me a sand boa, you can go find that at Reptile. I love sand boas though. There's no hate on sand boas. I think they're adorable.
So you said you bought her snakes for holidays. What? Be specific. What holiday?
Mother's Day. She's a mom. Yeah.
I love that. So he was like, "Hey, baby, it's Mother's Day. I got you this beautiful sand boa."
And then he can buy a snake.
Yep. I love them. They're so cute.
I love that. I love that. Now, Summer, with you being a woman in the hobby, can you give me, talk to me about a woman that you admire in the hobby? Because there's lots of them. You got Lori Barchak, you got Savannah Bone from Gatorland, you got Anaconda. There's so many amazing women in the hobby. Talk to me about one that you like.
So like well-known ones. Was it Megan Kelly? I think that's the last time you said Anaconda. I do like to keep up with her a lot because I just love seeing her projects and just seeing her handle those giant anacondas, and then her keeping up with her recent project with the albinos. I can't wait to see those, honestly. So I really admire the work that she put into all that.
Right. I've had her on the podcast. Much love to Anaconda, man. Now, can you talk to me about Instagram, man? Just how does it feel having 20,000 followers on IG, man?
So they're actually, this is kind of like a long story, but not. I was kind of famous. I use that loosely. I don't see myself as famous on Instagram when I was like 16. That was a long time ago. So the algorithm on Instagram was so much more different, and it was way easier to get famous on there. And I was just famous for posting selfies. So it's kind of embarrassing to bring up. So most of those followers are ghost followers from that, and just like maybe a few thousand came from TikTok, really. So
No, she had 65,000 followers when I met her in 2014 or whatever. She had so many. And then she started dating me, and then they all went down.
no, I just stopped posting as much.
It was-
I was really famous for selfies, and that just seemed so silly to me. So I just stopped posting, and then when I ended up getting famous on TikTok, it just kind of like slowly picked back up. But like, yeah, I've lost a lot of them, so they're not really that active of followers. I just never made a new account. I probably should have.
Now, something I gotta ask is, I'm curious, man. Like, I don't know how many reptile expos you go to. I do think I recall that you was at Venom Fest, but how many times that you hit up a reptile store or you hit up a reptile expo and they're like, "Shit, that's Summer Snakes."
It hasn't happened, and I'm glad. No, one time, but barely. Like it wasn't like a weird encounter. It was just actually one person at Venom Fest, but it doesn't happen, and I'm okay with that because I'm pretty socially awkward. So.
I ain't gonna lie. If you ever come to Kansas, I'm gonna be like, "Shit, that's Summer." Right now. This is a question for both of y'all, and we'll start with Cody. So it's like a double parted question. You know, we are in the reptile hobby and we love herping. I love herping. I can't wait to go herping again, So what if you could go herping if money wasn't an option, if we was all billionaires? Tell me a place you would want to go herping if money wasn't an option. And if you could herp with anyone, alive or dead, who would it be, Cody?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go and find the king cobra in the wild. So uh, anywhere over there. And what I get over it. It's probably, and I want to say Steve Irwin because he was like my idol growing up. Um, yeah, probably him. I mean, yeah, I was obsessed with growing up. And then
Of
like
course.
probably like David Speed, maybe probably, yeah, or Dingo. He'd be just fun to be around. Period. The whole energy.
Right. I'm gonna have to hook you up with David's feed, man. I've had him on the live before. Super good dude, man. Um, Now your turn, Summer. So if you could go anywhere in the world herping, and if you could herp with anyone, alive or dead, who would it be?
Oh gosh. I really would love to get fun. Honestly, finding pink covers my mom pretty cool, but it comes scary too. So, anywhere to find retics or green anacondas. I don't know. I can't say. I just really want to see a green anaconda so much. But honestly, I would say like famous wise, Steve Irwin. I grew up watching him. But if we're talking like friend wise, I would go with my group of friends like that are on here, like Dan, Scarlett, Landon, and everyone. So.
Right. I think we all want to meet Steve Irwin because he was an icon in the hobby. But I asked that question to trap you into a more question where you're gonna have to put more thought into it. Y'all walk right into the trap. So the next question is, when I was growing up, Steve Irwin was an icon, but we also had Jack Hanna. He was an icon, still is. But my question is, why do you think Steve Irwin outshined Jack Hanna so much, because when you think of reptiles, instantly you think of Steve Irwin. We don't even think about Jack Hanna. Why do you think that is?
Steve Irwin, though. Anyway, I said Steve Irwin, like, you got there. No hooks, nothing. You just go catch whatever you wanted to. Like, just his energy, how he did things, like, it just stood out to me, like, crazy. Like, also, like, Jeff Corwin, he was another guy, but I rarely think of him. Like Steve Irwin, he just had so much more energy. Yeah, like he free handled everything. Didn't matter what it was. Like he was gonna hold it, which was awesome.
Yeah. For sure.
Right. Okay. Now, I'm kind of curious. Do y'all, because you are in the reptile hobby, do y'all do any sticker trades? Someone wanted me to ask you that.
What was it?
What?
Sticker swaps. Sticker swaps. Do y'all do them?
Huh? Like,
Not really. We have some stickers from friends.
But
Summer makes all the stickers, so she said it for that.
I did just start trying to bake stickers. I'm not the greatest at it. I mean, I'd be open to sticker swaps if people want the sticker swaps, but no, I haven't actively like done.
Right. Now, talk to me about Arkansas, the Reptile Expo scene. How big is it, or is it damn near non-existent?
It doesn't.
Non-existent.
We're getting our first expo in November, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mickey Myers putting it on. Then that text are no. Can't remember where it is exactly. But it's not gonna be anything cool. Nothing I like. I like big snakes, venomous snakes, and they banned or big snakes from Arkansas. They're not gonna be there, so we're probably not gonna go. Like realistically,
You're
Venom
not
Fest
gonna,
might be the last expo I go to this year.
okay. Now, I gotta ask this, man. The venomous community is so close knit. So I gotta ask this, and I know y'all are probably friends with them. I'm not sure if y'all are or not, but talk to me about North Carolina, man. Just what do you think we could have done to prevent the bans in North Carolina?
So, 100%, the owner that lost the spinning cobra is one of our really good friends. Like we love him to death, and we still support him. He made a stupid mistake. He knows he made a mistake, and it sucks. But it happened. But if he would have reported it in, the the adequate time or whatever, none of this would have ever happened. But everyone's aware of that, and nothing we can do. If we talk about it, like
Learn from it.
yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if there's going to be any kind of good outcome coming from it. But it sucks.
Right. Okay. I'm just curious. Okay. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, this is my take on it. As far as the reptile bans, and I don't know if this is really like a popular opinion or I don't care. They can ban what they want. I'm still keeping my snakes. I don't give a damn.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Right now, it is because just because you ban something, you know, I think that the bans are not the way to go. Now, I do support like licenses and making sure you have that VIN-approved room. But as far as like a ban, all you're gonna do is create a black market. You're literally gonna have people, in the underground selling snakes, and I think that's just a crazy way to go.
That'd be a lot more dangerous.
Yeah, I'm all for permits for responsible people. I don't think an outright ban is the right thing to do at all. Like we should have, if someone wants something, we live in America. Like I should be able to own whatever I want as long as I do it the legal way. Like so, we had to get permits or whatever. And I thought about not getting a permit, but then as famous as Summer is and how our TikTok is, it'd be real dumb for me not to get a permit because I'm sure someone's gonna complain about us having, this 13-foot king cobra behind us, and they're gonna call Game and Fish and they're gonna find out about it eventually. So they already know about it, so we're permitted. It was just easier that way. That's what we did.
Right.
But
Right.
I hate letting people know what I have. It's dumb.
Right now, currently, right now, with your collection, if you could only have one snake out of your collection, and it's for the both of y'all together, and if y'all were only allowed one snake, what would it be?
We're throwing hands over the I'm not giving up for 42.
Well, it'd be a king cobra without a doubt.
Man,
It'd be a king cobra.
right now, speaking of that king cobra, I gotta ask this, man, Cody. Don't get me wrong. I love free handlers. I love them. I love Will Nays. I love Tyler Nolan. I love them. So I'm not shitting on anybody. But I gotta ask, what goes through your mind? Because I've seen the picture. I put it on the thumbnail. What goes through your mind when you're holding that king cobra? Talk to me about that.
So that king cobra, I got from a buddy of mine, and I was told he's the worst snake in the world. Like he's absolutely a terror. I wanted to find it myself, so we had him out, and he's bad. He's bad. Like he wants to kill you. There's no,
No forgiveness.
there's no forgiveness. Every strike is open mouth. If he gets you, like it's gonna suck. So there's no bluffing. For the other king cobras that I've had, or that I also have in the snake ring, some of those they'll strike, but they'll leave their mouth closed, they'll peck you, like worst case scenario. But he'll have to kill you. So with him, obviously I was always, you have to say, be confident and calm in what you do. But to say I wasn't initially a little freaked out a little bit at first, but I mean, once you've been doing it for that long time, like, I don't know, just, he's a snake. As long as you know what they're doing, you read body language. But he's a big king cobra, 13 foot. He's a wild cock too. He's only been in the States for about 10 months, so he doesn't have much human interaction. But in a couple of years, he'll be a puppy dog. I'll cuddle him all day.
Well, I appreciate y'all coming on here, man, because like I said, y'all are doing some incredible things. You're icon, Summer. Now, I want to ask, with y'all having so many venomous snakes, have y'all ever thought about looking into getting the permits to keep anti-venom at the crib?
We're actually in the process of it right now. The few snakes, if I get bit by, I really don't want to get bit by. So we're looking at it. It's a process, trying to find a doctor that will sign off on it. But hopefully, by the end of the year, I'll be able to keep my own animal at home. Hopefully.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, as soon as you get big, you can just be right there. Just
I mean, it's not like that, but I have a good chance of not dying, which is cool.
that's how it is, man. If you handle that king cobra and you get bit, someone gonna be like, baby, don't trip. I got you.
Yeah. Thankfully, I have access to some antivenom at the worst case scenario. I do have access to certain types, but I don't want to rely on people that give me their stock. I'd rather have my own stuff.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate y'all, man. We went a solid almost 45 minutes. That's what I like to keep my podcast to, man. And that's what it's about. Just hopping on, getting knowledge, having a little bit of fun. I love that y'all came on here. I definitely appreciate y'all, man. This was a long time coming. So let me just say thank you to Cody. Thank you to Miss Summer. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
No problem.
Sorry it took so long.
Hey, no worries. I'm getting ready to post this. Don't go anywhere because we're gonna go backstage. I'm gonna thank you again. Everybody in the chat, I just want to say thank you. I'm not sure who that is. It's probably one of y'all friends. Chris Dodge said, "Let's see that reticulated."
No, yeah. I can go get him real quick.
Yeah, we can break them out if you want to.
Okay, let us see one snake before we get out of here. Let us see some fire.
Oh, yeah, she's gonna go get which one? Loki?
Let us see.
This is the big thing that I free handled. He's a dope snake. I don't know.
Right. Scarlett says she loves y'all. I'm posting her comment right there. I don't know if y'all can see it, but
we love Scarlett too.
So I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you coming on, man. That's what it's about, man. I love my podcast, man. I bring some of the dopest handlers in the game on, man. It's just talk reptiles and have fun, man.
Yeah, I mean, we've been pretty busy. I know you've been trying to set this up for a while now, and like I also ride BMX, and I'm always out doing shows, and my schedule being at home is pretty not home often, but I'm gonna be able to do it.
Right. Look at you. So you said you be doing BMX, flipping bikes and shit.
Yeah, I'm also pro, and I do stunt shows for a living too. So I'm always traveling, doing stunt shows for kids. Yeah, I mean, all of this. If you look at my Instagram, like it's majority just BMX. So
right. Shout out to Venom Wonderful, man. That's my good buddy of mine. This show is the dopest of the dope. Thank you, Venom, man. I appreciate you. Well, we're gonna see at least one snake. I'm gonna put you on the solo when she comes back, and we just gonna, watch out now. Let me solo it out. Oh, that is a beautiful snake. Gorgeous snake, man. I love that. What's his name? What's his or her name? Loki. Big Loki.
The
Now,
TikTok snake.
He's pretty much the family famous.
now having retics, man. How hard is it for retics, man? Just feeding them, because they need such big prey, man. Where do y'all get the? Do you do? Is he up to pigs yet?
No, he still eats rabbits. We're not trying to grow a
Rabbits.
monster.
Yeah, I still want him to be like a healthy weight.
You don't want to. You don't want to. You don't do what Jay Brewer doing, huh?
I'm not thankful for it. I want him to live long life.
Oh well. Well,
No,
this
he's
is Big Reptile Talk, man. I appreciate y'all. Don't go anywhere. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Much love to Iron Dog, My Animal House, Venom Wonderful. Thank you, Scarlett, for coming. Thank you, Dan's Wild World, Kit Kat Vlogs, Jennifer Allen, Reese's Pythons, Kurtwood, just everybody, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming. This is Big Reptile Talk. Tune in for the next show. It's going to be awesome. This was an awesome show. Thank you. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to take us backstage and thank you one more time. Until next time, we out of here, y'all. Don't go anywhere.